Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Coach Anderson, and in this video, we're going to compare and contrast potential and kinetic energy. Now, when you think of energy, you may think of the ability to move from place to place, or you may think about the food that you put in your body that allows you to go and do things. And those are all great examples. Now in class, we looked at two types of energy, potential and kinetic. Potential energy was stored energy, or energy due to position. All right. If I'm at the very top of a roller coaster, I would have a lot of potential energy, all that stored energy just waiting up there. On the other hand, we have kinetic energy. And kinetic energy is the energy of motion or movement. So as the earth revolves around the sun and moves around, or if I'm playing basketball and I'm passing the ball or shooting the ball, or even as a roller coaster comes down a hill, those are all great examples of kinetic energy, because there's movement involved. So again, potential energy, and more specifically gravitational potential energy, is that energy due to the position of an object or stored energy, like if you're standing on the top of a mountain. Kinetic energy, on the other hand, that's the energy of motion, anytime there's movement, like if a roller coaster goes down the hill. All right, let's quickly talk about the three different types of potential energy that you need to know. The first is gravitational potential energy, which is the energy of an object due to its position. You can think about a boulder being at the top of a hill as having high gravitational potential energy. It has the potential to go down the hill and transfer to kinetic energy. On the other hand, we have chemical potential energy, which is energy stored in chemical bonds of atoms, molecules, and other substances. Things like food and batteries have chemical potential energy. The last type of potential energy that we'll talk about is elastic potential energy. This is energy that's stored due to force or an object being stretched out. Good examples include things like a rubber band or a slingshot or even a slinky. Let's take a quick second to look at an example of these types of energies. If I'm outside playing basketball with a few friends and I'm dribbling the ball, or let's say I'm shooting it, right? I'm moving. So I would have kinetic energy, right? The energy of motion. On the other hand, if somebody passes me the ball, I catch it and I'm standing there, I would have stored energy or potential energy, all right? So kinetic energy is the energy of motion, whereas potential energy is stored energy. All right, the last thing we're going to do today is take a look at potential and kinetic energy at the skate park, all right? And so we're not actually going to go to a skate park or anything, but if you look at the video description below, there's a link to an online PHET simulation. After this video, if you click on that link, you'll be able to click around and explore these two types of energies on your own. Before you do that, go ahead and stick around for just one more second, and let's look at what that looks like. So like I said, in the video description below, you can find a link to this online PHET interactive simulation. Here we are at the skate park, and go ahead and choose any skater of your liking and drag and drop your person to the top of that track or that ramp. In the corner, if you click the plus button, right where it says energy, you'll be able to see a graph that shows the potential and kinetic energy happening in real time. You'll notice that as the skater gets towards the top, they have more potential energy, and as they get towards the bottom, they have more kinetic energy. You can play around on the side and do different tracks or ramps, but you'll see the same thing, right? The potential energy decreases as we go towards the bottom, and the kinetic energy increases as we go towards the bottom. They're inversely related. On the other hand, as we go towards the top, potential energy increases and kinetic energy decreases. Now at the bottom, if you click the tab that says playground, you'll have the opportunity to engineer your own skate park or track or ramp. And so drag and drop those little red dots with the line and create your own track. Do the same thing in the corner and click that plus button where it says energy, and you'll be able to see the kinetic and potential energy happening as your skater goes throughout the skate park. Go ahead and play around with this for a couple minutes. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully you're able to see the potential and kinetic energy happening in real time and understand these two things. Thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you in class.